Gaining his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, here's McCown. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a gain of 11. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They run, Devontae Freeman. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down following the run. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. The numbers in last week's game for Hooper. 2 touchdowns and, don't forget, over 200 yards as well. Not bad.
It certainly seemed like every time you looked up, he was catching another touchdown pass, didn't it?
And if he wasn't doing that, it was a great catch for a long run after it. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing his McCown on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Jacob Shum now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Cam Newton leading the way offensively. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
I absolutely love Muhammad Wilkerson's versatility. You can play him over the nose. You can play him out at defensive end. When he's healthy and he's right, he knows how to go after the quarterback. At 12 sacks in 2015.
And then broke his leg in the final game of 2015. Only had 4.5 sacks in 2016.
Expect him to bounce back into form in 2017. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now Ryan, and it's complete. Hooper. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, 83 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
McCown to throw on 2nd down. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
All right, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, McCown. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brooks Reed in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago? Those two played a night game. It was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go.
Absolutely, that was a thriller.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Luke McCown and the offense heading out for their next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The Jets on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun. McCown. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Now it's Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 8-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now Ryan on second down. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons add on. Bryant now to tack on the extra point.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
McCown throwing on second. And this one is incomplete. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
McCown looks to throw on third. And now another one thrown incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Oh, now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
McCown now on first down. They're going over the middle here to Curley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the gun, it's McCown. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And we're the offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now McCown. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.